I really can't believe that it's already 6 months since moving back to Nigeria. 6 months. It just feels like, yeah, a year or 2 years. I mean, me living inside this country, it feels like I've been back for a long time, but it's just been only 6 months. But yeah, it's 2025, our first sit down video life updates, would I say. Basically everything you guys need to catch up on, because Mama Dyna has been doing Ngari Nkobi. I've literally been hopping from pillar to post here and there, just doing and trying a whole lot of things, which I believe you guys absolutely enjoy. Of course, from the views, you guys most definitely enjoy them. But yeah, today I'm going to be answering all the questions you guys asked and just keeping you guys up to speed to where we're at. Yeah, where we're at, because at this point, fam. Anyway guys, if you're seeing my face for the first time, this is the first time you are seeing my face, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mama Dyna Ekwueme. And yeah, I sent out a portal telling people to ask me questions on Instagram and here on YouTube. And most of you were kind enough to send a whole lot of questions. Although most of them are repetitive, we're going to be answering everyone's question in this video. But yeah, I hope you're not gonna go colorblind with all the popping colors I'm wearing today. Orange, pink, everything is just blinding. But most of you know that we're in a new phase, a new era. A lot is changing, not just with family, with Nigeria, with everything around me, but me as a human being, I'm absolutely changing, and most of you can see it. Those of you who are choosing not to see, what speck of glasses are you wearing? Those of you who are blind to this glow, those of you who are blind to the changes, or those of you who want me to be stuck in the past, to be like, well, Mama Dyna, you've changed. Yes, I have changed, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to metamorphosize. Metamorpho. It's a good thing to change. Anyway guys, the first question here is from Sonia Against the World. It says here, I am just so proud of you. You make living in Nigeria look easy and fun. This is not a question, but do I make living in Nigeria, like I share the realities of living in Nigeria. I don't think, I mean, there is a balance on this channel. There is the good, the bad, the ugly, the absolute best. We try to show you the raw realities of living in Nigeria presently. Personally, I feel like anywhere the body considers home, life sort of is easy. I don't mean easy the way you're thinking, like things just naturally sorts its way out. Things just naturally tells you, okay, this is when you wake up, this is when you go to work, this is when you see your people, this is where you chill. Like life is, you're not living life anxiously, you're not living life, I don't know, but anywhere that feels like home. It's just like taking a fish from its natural habitat to an aquarium. It's different, although it's water, but it's different. It needs to adjust to certain environmental factors in an aquarium, different food, different everything, a lot more controlled. But if the fish was in the sea or in its natural habitat, would I say, it would just thrive. It would sort its way out. Life may be hard, but it would just look fun and easy, like you just said. But if you get the point, you get the point, before people will start misquoting me. But yeah, this is just natural to me. It feels, it's home. I cannot explain it. That's why it looks like it's fun and easy. Even if, nah, it will just look fun and easy to you. But yeah, how much capital was required for your palm oil business? Kindly share when you can. Are we oversharing this year? We will overshare in certain things, but you see this particular one, I'm not gatekeeping, because I already promised not to gatekeep. To be honest with you, my budget was 4 to 5 M. But at the end of the day, I spent 6 to 7 M max for most of the things that you saw from my shop, just getting my shop sorted, to all the materials, to all the legal things I needed to do, all the runarounds I needed to do, just a whole lot. Then ordering my first batch of oil, just a lot, yeah. So 6 to 7 M was what I actually spent from August to November before I started. 7 million naira was what I put into starting Dyna and Foods. I hope I answered that. The next question is, how are you doing, Dyna? I see the glow and change and I love it for you. Now fake life, oh. Now fake life, oh, before you come and spoil my destiny pass. Please. Now fake life, oh. Now fake life, please. I know I'm glowing. The glow is of the Lord. I know I'm glowing. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. But thank you. Thank you. How am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to live and enjoy life and just balance out life and not stress about things that aren't stressing about me. In fact, things that are actually stressing me, I try not to stress about. So that's how you see this glow. Just putting in effort into maintenance. That's all I can say. I'm taking maintenance serious in my 30s. So yeah, we're gearing up towards that. We're gearing up, okay? Just want to affirm that you are a brave young woman, overqualified for a role model. Well done. Thank you so much, Chineche, yeah. Chinecherem, thank you so much. Chinecherem, God is thanking for me. That's a beautiful name. But yeah, thank you so much. Next question, how have you been doing? What is your secret to managing it all? For real, there was a comment that got to me one time. Like, I was just pissed off. Not like I was pissed off, but I remember sharing one of the videos I did last year about my nanny leaving. Not last year, I posted it early this year, right? And then someone commented there that the reason why my nanny ran away is because I left everything for my nanny. I'm not looking after my children. I'm running a business. I'm like, content creation is the more you look, the less you see. What content creators choose to record, edit, and put out is different from reality. There are people who you will meet in real life and you'll be wondering, is this the same person I see every day on live TV, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook? Different realities, because there are people who actually know how to separate work from real life, right? I actually want to believe that the lady that typed that thing should know that my kids are in school 7 hours from Monday to Friday. All my children. I don't have any child at home. Oh. I don't have any baby that stays at home. The first child, the second child, the third child, everyone goes to school from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that allows me, or that affords me the time to do a lot, including all the content creation I do at my store, outside, whatever I have to do before they come back. Are you guys aware of that? So that is a whole lot of hours, 6 to 7 hours of my nanny doing nothing. Doing, for the most part, nothing. In fact, those hours, I actually advise them to get busy with their life, whatever they need to do outside of the house. So why would someone just take clips of, or because of the things I share on social media, the glimpse of what you see, you just analyze that the reason why my nanny ran away is because of too much workload, when there is little to nothing that they actually do. And most of you are aware that I'm not even the type to leave everything for nannies. Do the domestic work, I'll handle my children. This is what I did for 2 years in Saudi. 2 years. 2 years in Saudi. So even if you bring a battalion of nannies here, I'm still going to look after my children and have them do the domestic work. The reason why I employ help is to help me balance out the workload with the kids. If they are maybe watching the kids, maybe I'm popping out for grocery shopping, or maybe gas finished in between cooking, or fuel or something, I have to run out. That's just Jara having an adult in the house to look after my children while I go out and sort things out. But bulk of the work is shared. It's not leaving one thing for a stranger to handle. And to be fair, if you ask me the secret to how I've been managing it all, I'll say because my children are in school. Let's just face facts. 7 hours. Give any mom 7 hours. Like 7 hours, go and do whatever you want to do with it. Do you know what is 7 hours to a mom? A mom with toddlers, or a mom with a newborn, or any mom in this world that has toddlers or that have children that are solely dependent on her. Do you know what is 7 hours? 7 hours, we can do and undo. So school, just the fact that my kids are going to school is the secret. In Saudi, I was the teacher, I was the nanny, I was the cook, I was the laundry woman, I was everything. So I was drowning. It was difficult to manage. It was difficult to juggle everything. Like, it was tiring. Every day I was exhausted because 247 I'm with my children. There is nothing like going to school. I'm always with them. So the secret is that my kids are going to school. And there is no amount of nanny that you bring in this house that will come and say, oh, there is a lot of work to do here. There is actually not much work to do here. If anything, they are balling. If I go out, I take my kids. Most of you know. If you're following me on Instagram, probably the lady that dropped that comment wouldn't have dropped it. I go everywhere with my children. I don't, unless it's like something very serious or something I need to just rush and go and do and come back. I go everywhere with my children. Most of you dynamites who see me outside always see me with my children. Unless it's a business thing or maybe something very unofficial, I'm always with my kids. So yeah, the secret, like I said, is childcare. If there is school for these kids to go to or somewhere they have to go to get distracted or to learn or to keep themselves busy, I would have all the free time in this world. This particular question was very repetitive. How do you do it all alone? 3 kids and a business. Well done. Balance. I don't know if you guys remember when I came back and yeah, I kept complaining whenever my kids, that August that they started the summer holiday, they all left the house. I will come outside of this our balcony, be taking in vitamin D, which I used to enjoy. After taking in, I will sit there for hours doing nothing. That was when I knew that I was a big time housewife, which I totally enjoyed. Like, I enjoyed it when my kids were little, when they were always at home with me. But then by the time everybody went to school, if I felt empty. Like, what? So I'll just be doing this every day, wait 7 hours, doing nothing until my kids are back from school, and then my life will resume again. And then I did this August, September, October. My business started November. So yeah, I had to start something. I had to, like, I've always had the thought or the idea or I wanted to do something, but I just, that propelled it. That really, that staying at home, doing nothing for hours and hours, sleeping, wasting away. Even if I did content and edit, it still doesn't fill in the fact that for the most part of a week, out of 7 days, maybe you can film 3 or 4 videos at a go in one day. You can plan how you can film 4 or 5 different videos in one day, schedule it for like a week or 2 weeks, just spread it out. But still, for the most part, you are absolutely doing nothing. That didn't feel right. So I had to find something that would revolve around me, my children, that wouldn't take away the presence, my presence from my children's life, but also would add meaning, fulfillment, and just a sense of purpose to my life. I don't know if you guys are understanding, but yeah. What age do you think is okay to be in a relationship? Do you advise dating one's age mate? It's like, this person is new. So if it's about age, you already know my take. The older, the better. 5 years and above, if you're dating to marry you, if you're just doing casual dating, which I don't see the point of. If you're a grown woman, date to marry, right? But if you're talking about general dating, secondary school, prom, whatsoever, do I advise one's age mates? Those are mostly the people you will come across if you're in secondary school, if you're in, if you're just starting out uni, if you're just looking to enter the dating scene for nothing serious, right? But yeah, if you're looking to marry, if you're dating serious relationship, commitment, I'm looking to settle down with this person, for me, I never advise. This is it doesn't make my opinion the better opinion than yours. If you're the type who would even date someone or who would even settle with someone who is younger than you, is just preference. The older, the better. You asked for my opinion, so I'm sharing it. The older, the better. At least 4 to 5 years and upwards. But yeah, what age do you think is okay to be in a relationship? What age? 19, 20, 21. I think from 19, 20, 21, you should start having the headspace to accommodate relationship. At least from 19, 20, 21, you can handle the stress that comes with adding that into your life, and then building to know what you like, what you don't like, making mistakes here and there, discovering yourself and all of that. But yeah, 19, 20, 21. Appropriate. Keyword, appropriate. How did you lose the weight? What's the secret? I'm shocked that many people keep asking this question, especially those of you who have been here since the last 2 years. I mean, if you're not aware, be aware that last year, around May last year, I had my gallbladder removed. They discovered that I had gallstones in Saudi and it had to be removed urgently. So speaking to you now, one of my major organs, well, is it a major organ? Every organ is major, but yeah, one of the organs in my body is not there anymore. My gallbladder has been taken out. And before that, I used to find it difficult to lose weight. Like, I know stress, sometimes I stress eat. When I'm stressed, when I just want to have me time, I find myself ordering pizza, burger, drinking unhealthy drinks. So it used to be difficult to lose weight. After my surgery, that changed a whole lot. Like, you guys know what the function of the gallbladder is. It's there to process fats. And yeah, I developed food phobia after the surgery. I just was scared to eat. That helped a lot to shed that initial weight. And since having this whole thing in my head about my health, you know, just the scare that came with that, you know, there is an epiphany that hits you when you go through something major in your life. Like, I saw that as a life and death situation, a situation that, what if I had passed away from this? Like, yeah, so I have to make choices, or healthy choices, to live, not just to be doing anything for doing anything, say because I'm young, just to live. So since my surgery, it's not that I've been my healthiest, but I'm definitely a lot healthier than I have ever been since, yeah, my adult life. I make more healthy choices. I reject food. Unlike before, anything goes. I watch what I eat. Obviously, since removing my gallbladder, there are certain things that I cannot eat. Yeah, just being conscious of what I put into my body is the first thing. And then adding gymming, you know, late last year, I started going to the gym. I'm not doing too much, but at the same time, I'm very aware of the things I should do to maintain shape, to be healthy, to live longer. So I'm just trying my best. Not that I'm doing it 100%. I haven't gotten to that point where I'm 100% dedicated, but I'm trying, I'm doing my best. And so far, most of you are testifying that it's actually working. So yeah, I want to go into red oil business in Abuja. What are your challenges so far? Middlemen, conveyors, dispatch riders, drivers, those are the people spoiling my business for me, because you can do everything right, but getting your product to the customer just messes it up. I've had to deliver things to weird places here in Nigeria, to cities that I've never ever been to, and you find that the people that frustrate your business the most are drivers. So if you can find a reliable driver, whether it's within the area that you're living in, like in Port Harcourt, I've found a company that I work with that don't disappoint me when it comes to delivering things here in PH. With Lagos, since a lot of people order from Lagos and Abuja, I have a special dispatch rider. The first time I used them, I just told them, every time I get an order, you're the one I want to call. And they've been taking me serious. and they've been discounting for me, and they've been doing the work diligently for me. So if you can find a way to make delivering your product from your shop or from wherever you're doing your business to your customer, it solves 80 to 90% of your problems. Every other thing, you know that you're in control of. You're in control of taking orders, keeping up with orders. Yes, it can be a lot. Sometimes it's a lot to manage, especially if you're the sole proprietor, the only person running everything. Yeah, you know that the part that you can control, you can control. If there is anything that goes wrong, you blame yourself. But every part that doesn't necessarily, that your hands are not really there, you're not watching, you should focus on those parts and make sure that you have something smooth that can help you take your product from where you are to your customers. I think that's the major challenge. Every other thing can be sorted. Do you plan to move out of your current house soon to a bigger space? Yeah, I'm planning to move. Not necessarily, I'm not looking for bigger space. I'm not, like, for real, like, I've told you guys the main reason why I want to live here. There's nothing wrong with my space. I love it here. I love the fact that we live here, not just the sentiments of, having given birth, married, done everything here. Not just that, but the fact that here is in a good location. There is market, there is the main road, it's motorable, it doesn't flood. A whole lot of advantages here. The rent is ridiculously good. But the issue I'm having here is that my kids are growing, right? And even if we're to live in a shared area like we're living in, like you have neighbors and all, let them have a space where they can play. Like here, there is no space downstairs to play. In fact, see our house, see road. So anyone can walk in, right? If the gate is open, and pick my child, and my kids haven't gotten to the age where, if God forbid they kidnap them, they can say, oh, this is my father's name, my mother's name, this is my father's village, this is my mother's village, this is their phone number. They haven't gotten to that point yet. So the only reason why I want to live here is space for my kids to play. Is space downstairs for my kids to play. That's all. Even if we move to a smaller apartment or smaller house or smaller whatever, I really don't mind. After school, during the weekends, during the holiday, there are neighbors and there is space for them to play. That's all I'm looking for. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask for in Port Harcourt? I know it's difficult to find such a place, but if I'm living here, just know that that's the only reason why I'm living here. If we're not just moving to our own place yet, that's the only reason why I'm moving out from here, because 24/7 my kids are inside this apartment, and you guys know it is not healthy. It's not. But yeah, what's your plan for your 30th birthday? This is a huge one. Like, I'm confused on what to do. Do I go for dinner? Do I do photo shoots? Do I travel? I don't know what to do. And most of you know that my birthdays are not usually the thing that I carry, like, not that I don't carry it on my head, but I haven't really, since my 20s, in fact, since having children back to back, if it passes things that every other human being does for their birthday, I haven't really done something extraordinary for my birthday. But traveling would be nice. But now who to travel with? And the money to travel with. So yeah, I would love to travel for my 30th birthday. Spend it with friends. Spend it doing touristy things. Just not fixated on photo shoot. Like, I feel like my 20s have been photo shooting. Even for my kids, photo shoots. So I don't want to do photo shoot for my 30th birthday. That I'm sure of. I want to do something different. Dinner with friends, or travel with friends, or travel somewhere within Nigeria or outside of Nigeria. Is that too much to ask? But there's always a but. Now sponsorship travel, now him and they find. I'm not planning for it, but I'm hoping for sponsorship travel. But yeah, that's all I can say for my 30th birthday. Are you and your husband getting a divorce? 10 people asked this question. 10. The next question, are you still married to your husband? If I start show you guys the divorce and are you still married questions that came from you guys, what's going on? I need to know what's going on in your mind. What is actually going on? I know the last time I did a whole personal deep dive, into my personal life was like last year, and what I shared, many people were not. I shared how I was feeling at the time. Like, I shared everything I felt at the time. And to be fair, since then, I haven't really bothered you guys with my personal brouhaha. Like, I felt like I dumped a whole lot. You know how you dump on someone and you're like, hey, what? Like, why did I overshare? So after that, I was like, why do I need to keep bothering you people with every little thing? And it's been freeing for the most part, like not sharing too much about my children, not sharing too much about my personal life, not sharing too much about anything I'm doing that is overly personal. And I now see why people do not, because where are these assumptions coming from when I haven't really said anything since God knows? And having said that, going forward in 2025, I know this is not what a whole lot of you are expecting to get from Mama Dyna, because most of you actually subscribed for that part. Going forward is going to be a lot less, my personal life, my kids. Most of you know that I've been meaning to do this for a while. It's the reason why I started a business. It's the reason why I, have started investing on other things that may interest you guys, which you guys are madly enjoying, even more than my personal life. There are things that I've finally found that Dynamite totally enjoy outside of pregnancy, marriage, children, Most of you enjoy generic topics, insightful topics, political topics, economics. Most of you surprisingly enjoy some of the things I've decided to try out in 2025. So let's keep trying out those things, yeah? If there is any major update in my life, believe me, you'll be the first to know. I will definitely pop in here, set my camera, and give you guys all the tea. I do not gatekeep. But for now, yeah. What's the best way for an abroad person to make money in Nigeria? From my last video, you already should know the best way. Real estate is the new money milking machine, right? In Nigeria right now. Even if you purchase half plot, quarter plot of land, build something on it, get a good architect or all those people that know how to build something decent, put people, be collecting money yearly. If you don't want to go that route, you can do a monthly thing, but find somebody reliable that can turn it into a shortlet. Shortlets are great. You'll be making money every month. You can get a half plot of land, build whatever you want to build, maybe just a duplex or something, and just turn it into a full shortlet where people can come, stay, chill, family, and just find a popping city, whether it's Port Harcourt, Asaba. These are hot towns that they love Oringo, Owerri town, Lagos, Abuja. Just find popping places that people are always traveling to, right? Build a shortlet depending on your pocket. If you want to make it a bungalow or a duplex, build and just turn it into a shortlet. Like an Airbnb where people can come, have fun, chill, be collecting your money every month. You can buy a car, but this one, you just have to find somebody, put in a legal practitioner in place, find somebody reliable that can be monitoring this particular one, buy a car, get somebody that will be driving the car every day, fuel everything, remit your own, they take their own. Right? That's another one that people do with keke, with bus, with, public transport. Depending on your budget, you can buy luxurious bus. You can start a interstate travel company. There are so many things to do. So many things. You can invest into food business. The way palm oil business is now, I haven't started it, but I'm looking. Maybe in the next 3 to 5 years, I'll definitely start it. I just need to monitor my own business from now until the next 3 to 5 years, see what works and what doesn't. But another thing is to find food businesses, something like I'm doing, like palm oil that you know that has returns. There is time to buy, store, and then sell off. That's how they actually make money. So you can find businesses like that. Buy when is in abundance, or invest when it's in abundance, and then get your returns whenever it's scarce and get money back from that and then reinvest. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like palm oil, we're entering into the season where people store palm oil. They'll store palm oil because palm oil is in abundance, is everywhere. You can see it everywhere, it's not scarce. And the palm oil prices are now low, right? You can invest that time, and then by the time is October, November, December, January again, when it's scarce, and the person that you invested in, or the company or the business you invested into, when they start collecting profits, they'll give you your own and take their own. That's another risky one, is just to find a reliable business that you can do that with. Like I said, I haven't started this. I need to see and understand the business I'm doing. Probably in the next 3 to 5 years, it will once I start, most of you will know. If I start, you will know. So if you're not following my business channel, which I'll be linking in the description area below, do follow it. Dyna Foods here on YouTube. I will start posting a whole lot of business contents and all of these things I'm sharing with you guys. But yeah, that's another way to make money from abroad. Invest money into food business, into transportation business, into real estate. So many things to do. You just have to find reliable people and hope. Because in Nigeria, if family members can do family members, strangers can kill you. Strangers can eat your money. So you just have to be careful. Scan, do your research, understand who you're working with, get a whole lot of background checks in place before you start throwing money into anything you want to invest in. What will be your sincere advice to a family who wants to relocate back to Nigeria after living a decade abroad? The first thing is, have something that would cover expenses that you're going to be doing once your abroad money runs out. Whether you're a family of 3, 4, 5, 6, what is it? Don't tell me you just spent your whole 10 years abroad, you built house that you're coming back to live in, and then you don't have any plan for where money will be coming out from. Have a plan that as I'm coming back, this is what will probably feed and sustain us once our abroad money dries up, right? That should be the first thing you should be thinking of. When you're still abroad, start planning that business, start putting things in place, start doing your research, start gathering money for whatever you want to do, whether it's business you want to enter into, or you're getting a job here in Nigeria, or whatever the plan is. Find where source of income, because in 2025 and going forward, you need a plan. Oh, we don't do vibes on vibes here anymore. If you want to live on vibes here in Nigeria, Nigeria not be vibes on vibes anymore. The only people vibing in this country are people with money, people with source of income, people with destiny helpers, politicians' children, people that see money. Those are the people vibing here. So if you're planning on returning, make sure that there is somewhere cash flow is coming out from. If there isn't, plan towards that thing before you even step foot inside this country, right? If you don't know what to do, or maybe you are not yet accustomed because it's been 10 years, you're not sure of the business you want to do, then start planning on maybe something that you can start putting your money into when you're still there. Like this last person that asked, what can I be investing in, or what can be yielding me money, me that is in abroad from Nigeria? Start thinking of all these businesses I just mentioned, these 3 businesses I mentioned. You can build semi-detached bungalows on a plot of land and put tenants and be collecting rent. You can start Airbnb, short let. You can rent an apartment. You don't even, if you don't have the money to buy land and start building, find an apartment online, all these Airbnbs in any city of your choice, rent it, measure, put in couch, bed, do it to a very nice aesthetic taste, and put it up for Airbnb purpose. Start Airbnb it. Turn it into a shortlet. So long as money is coming out from somewhere. Don't come back on vibes. You're gonna be shocked. Do not, in this era, don't try it. If you're coming back, have a plan. If you're coming back, understand that the Nigeria you left 10 years ago is not the Nigeria you're coming back to. Even the people you left 10 years ago, you're going to see mad changes. Let your thinking about money, about family, about everything, anything that isn't there to serve you, anything that isn't there to serve you, remove it from the plan. When you come back low-key. Don't come back with, I just got back, I'm gonna spray you the money. I'm gonna be popping bottles, doing, inflation will do you gege. Inflation will first welcome you. Tell you, guy, how far, relax. Understand the economy you're coming back into is not the economy you left 10 years ago. So, money has to be spent wisely. Even if you press money and say, hey, I have $500. Once I come back and I convert it, I mean, before you know it, it's vanished. So please plan, be taking your money like this, be pinching your money, be budgeting your money. Life is different now. And you have to be tough on yourself, tough on everything you're doing, to make sure that at least you've balanced. Once you now balance, you have the time to flex and do all the things you want to do and the things you enjoy doing. To dash money safe. Once you've balanced, but before you balance, try and put your head down, calm down, put in time, researching, doing things that will serve you on the long run. Okay? That's all I can say. Why palm oil business? There are a whole lot of business ideas you could have ventured into, but you specifically chose palm oil and you have undeniably done so well with it. What inspired you? Please share. Because number one, let me tell you people the truth. In Nigeria, there were so many things I would have loved to do when I came back. But seeing that everybody, no matter who you are, must eat, even with the current situation, I had to think of number one, anything I have to do has to be food related. That's the first thing I wrote down on my book. Anything I'm doing has to be food related. Whether I want to open mama put, whether I want to start frying chin chin, plantain chips, whatever it is I want to do, it must be something people are using to distress in this economy. If not, it's not going to be as consistent as I want it to be. Because rich or poor, everybody must chop. Number two, it has to be something that doesn't expire like that, right? If it's food, if we're entering into food, there are perishable and non-perishable. It has to be non-perishable because I don't have the strength to be thinking of electricity. This one, there's a lot to think about in this country. And the business I want to choose has to be stress-free to some degree. Let external factors that I cannot control stress me, not things I already know at the beginning that I could have easily avoided. Number three, what actually solidified this palm oil business was coming across a lady that actually does exactly the same thing as I do. She's actually the first person I saw doing this business, and I was absolutely, her name is Glitz Farm. She stays in Delta State. She has a big, this is big, like she's huge already. It hasn't been long she started, but she's already gone huge. She exports, she sells to people here in Nigeria. She sells in large quantity. I watched her consistently, watched everything, did my research, and yeah, she was one of my major inspiration. Like, her name is Glitz Farm. I do follow her, you know, on Instagram, my business page. But yeah, she's the one I actually saw doing this business, and I was like, if she can do it, I can. This is a lady doing this. This is a young girl doing this. I think I can do it. And that was where the push came from. And I started doing my research, started, you know, just thinking of how I would fit into the Port Harcourt market, because it's not a lot of people doing it on the scale that she is doing it. She's obviously doing it bigger than I am, but I just decided that no matter how much little money I have, let me just start. Let me not wait until I save a huge amount of money to do it on the scale she's doing it. Let me start as little as I can, and boom, I started. When everybody said to wait till April, I started, and it's been going absolutely well. As foreign as it is, as difficult as I'm navigating through everything, it's been bliss. That's all I can say. It's challenged me to the point where there are so many things I've learned about myself doing this business, and I'm happy that I started. I'm happy that I didn't procrastinate. I just went in, like heads in, and started. And everybody has been supporting. All of you have been supporting me. My family, everybody has been, like, there is absolutely nobody within and around that knows me, that hasn't said, let me support your business. And it's just been encouraging and amazing at the same time. When will you do the next YouTube masterclass, my darling? I haven't started YouTube the last time you did it, but my friend registered and it helped her. So I have started now and would love if you do that again. Happy New Year to you and your family. Next month. So by next week, you should be hearing the announcement. So yeah, next month, first week of next month, I'll be having my first masterclass of the year. Stay tuned. Do you worry the distance might affect your children's connection with their father as they grow up? Of course, who doesn't? Who doesn't worry about having a father figure? Every woman with a child, to some degree, every woman with a child that wants and craves for a complete family worry about that. And I try to, even if it's not the same, having them talk to their father almost every day. Every day they speak to their dad. So that's the way we bridge the gap. None of my kids, compared to the first long distance, none of my kids are like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Like, yeah, everyone knows this is daddy. They know their dad. They communicate, and yeah. But do I worry? I absolutely worry. Especially for my girl child, my daughter, because I see sometimes that she wants attention, and it's not the attention she wants from me. Yeah, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but sometimes I do notice things, and I'm like, Anyway, let's answer the last one and then we will call it a wrap. Please, could you help me out with ideas? I'm a stay-at-home mom and feel useless most times. Like I've mentioned before, what do you think you're good at? You don't need to be a math guru or know how to do chemical analysis or be a biology student or know everything about history. No. When I say, tell me what you're good at, you can be a good gossip. You can be someone that loves writing. Everything you want to write it down. Everything you want to write it down. You can be someone, even with your phone, you know how to watch things and analyze. Okay, this person did not say this thing. You watch the show and you know how to break down that show. There's nobody that comes into this life useless. God did not put anybody into this life to be useless. I don't agree. The way people say, oh, they are useless, there is something, even as a mother staying at home, whether it's washing plates, whether it's cooking, whether it's looking after your children, there is something that you're exceptionally good at. Look at yourself. If you have siblings, look at your siblings. What makes you stand out? What do people comment about you a lot? Is it your makeup? Is it the way you do your hair? Is it the way you style your clothes? Is it the way you talk? Is it the way you speak your language? Is it the way you... There is something. You need to find that thing that is innately special to you, that only you can do. Maybe your husband praise you for. Maybe people around you praise you for. Find that thing and know how to digitalize it. That's all I can say. I'm not telling you to find that thing and go outside and be looking. You just need to stay in your house and digitalize that thing. For instance, if you're a good gossip, learn how to digitalize gossip. There are influencers on Instagram that all they do is come out and repost or just replay what Insta blog or what other bloggers are doing, and they are getting mad views on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. There are people who just talk. They don't have talent. You may consider that as talentless or useless, but they are making money from it and nobody is complaining. In fact, they have fans. Come for them and their fans will come for you. So you cannot stay and say you feel useless. You're not a useless person. God did not put you in your mother's womb to stay 9 months, come out and be useless. I don't believe it. So find that thing that you feel that this is something I'm good at, and find a way to digitalize it. That's all I can say. When I say digitalize, find a way to learn how to put that thing on the internet and make money from it. That's all. Whether you need to learn how to edit video, whether you need to learn how to create content, whether you need to use your phone and film about whatever you're doing, whether it's cooking, just find a way and digitalize that thing you've realized that you're good at. That's all. That is all. The era where we're in now, there is absolutely no excuse. Any excuse you have now is just, okay, you're just over comparing yourself and saying people are good at this, you're not good at it. Lie. If you look at my videos from 7 years ago, the person I was then and the person I am now is different. Why? Because I just started and I was watching others doing what they were doing. You just keep doing your thing until you get it right. And once you get it right, there is no stopping you. That's it though. Find what you're good at and digitalize it. That is all I can tell you, mama. Anyway, if you absolutely found this video insightful, let me know. If you have more questions, let me know in the comment section below. What are you taking away from this video? This is obviously the first Q&A of the year. There are more to come, so do not feel like I haven't answered a lot of questions. There are more questions to be answered in the future. But yeah, hopefully you absolutely enjoyed this particular video. Give it a massive thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hopefully I am going to see you guys in my next video. For now, bye.